What's up, people? Mr. Self Destruct here. New name, new channel here. Let's see what we can get going with it right away. Let's get right into the action here. Ironically, this is called Self Destruction, but wasn't intentionally done that way. But I've been meaning to film this series for a minute, and or just what I'm doing right now on TW, because it's a game that I've been pretty into. I mean, I've done a year and a half already, and I've only been playing this game for maybe a week. It's just a revamped and new PSW. I'm gonna make them the new Dave, but I'm gonna give them their own identity. They've had a lot of stuff happen. A lot of people already been stolen, you know, stuff like that. Not as many as I usually have in these kind of games, though, surprisingly, especially considering how many people I've had. And but with this one, I was smart and I made an alliance with some cult companies, so I get to borrow their talent and they get to borrow my talent and gets my talent over without me having to pay for it. So here we go, PSW. Let's start it out here in a terrible match. What a great way to just got the show off to a strong start, though, so that's good. Terrible match. Notorious defeated Freaky Dragon when Miguel Rivera defeated Little Dragon with a drop-off. Okay, so these are just the young guys, you know, it's the basic opener. I didn't want to get too crazy to start out. So the two of the younger tag teams that we have around these parts, you know, that's pretty much all there really is to say there. Anyways, just trying to make sure you guys can hear me over the music, because I really don't like not having music in the background of my videos. I don't know why, but it's just one of my pet peeves. Anyways, on to the next match. We got two guys making their debuts here in PSW in a death match. I don't know why it doesn't say that it is a death match, but it is a death match. It's a death match. In a poor match, Mexico's Finest defeated Top Dollar at 9:48 with hard time. Now, the story here is Mexico's Finest. I've actually never seen him defect to IPW. I have played a lot of games in the Seabirds. I've never seen him defect to IPW. I don't know why, if it's just like he doesn't attract people like that, but he did. This time he defected to IPW, Top Dollar, bringing it in, doing it like IWA Mid-South did the other day. I'm having one of the guys from one rival promotion fight another guy, if you don't know what I'm talking about. RSP versus Nick Gage, straight up one of the best wrestlers I've ever been at. Look it up. IWA Mid-South, Guardians of Hardcore. Shameless plug, don't care. Anyways, on to the next match. Thought they had decent reaction, but the crowd was subpar wrestling. I said that totally fucked up, but that's okay. Froshore and John Doe put on a match. Froshore just got signed to a full-time contract. He was actually initially lent to us by maybe FCW, I think? I don't know. But he was lent to us by one of them, and John Doe, obviously Gareth Wayne, is just kind of chilling. So I put him in a death match. This was also a death match. I think that was 3 in a row, actually. Which I did not. Oh, it's gonna be 3 in a row with the next matchup. Doug Peak, which was gonna be the best match of the night. I was sure about that. Best death match of the night, anyways. But yeah, Doug Peak defeating Zeshin Makioka with a House of Horrors. Zeshin is a guy who he's so freaking talented. It's amazing that, you know, he's not immediately gone in most games. He usually is within a couple of months, but he hasn't been stolen in this one yet. He got defeated by Doug Peak here, who actually doesn't really win a lot. He usually lets the younger guys go over. Oh, by the way, this is our debut show at I'm gonna make it the Allsteen Ballroom in Boston, because we're in New England, and that's our secondary. I've already got it all the way up to 48 for the tri-state area. Now I just have to start working on the New England, and I just noticed I switched my stuff to internet, and wow, it made a big difference in this one. I don't know if that's just me or because I run so many shows, but it's making a big difference already. It's helping me maintain my popularity in other places. But anyways, Doug Peak gets it was a pretty good match for him. 54 ain't bad. I'll take it. We're on to our, I believe, co-main event of the evening. The second to last performance of one Silver Tiger inside PSW. A bittersweet moment. I was really hoping that he would stay until we made it to Colt. But, I mean, that's okay. These two right here, there's a story here. These two in particular were brought in initially, like when we just started. Silver Tiger was one of the first signings I made, and like a month later, I was thinking ECW, and I was like, I'm gonna do Extreme Lucha Libre. Who would be better for that but Delirium? He's one of my favorite guys. I don't know why. I've played him in multiple games. In my NLPW game, if you watch that, he's a friggin' beast. One of the best in the world. Basically, I signed him, and the crowd shit on him so bad for about, like, a month. And then he really started. I don't know if he clicked. I don't really know what he got that much better at. I know his selling wasn't great. I know his psych was bad. I think it was his psych. But they just shit on him. And basically, Silver Tiger just beat him pretty much every time. But it was... the storyline continued on, and Delirium did just enough, because I brought him in, I brought Silver Tiger, and I also brought Anarchist, and I believe Phobia, and I believe now I have Helek too, but Helek, you can count him wherever you want to count him, but I brought them in, and basically as you can see, I believe it should be anyways. Oh, I actually forgot to make it an Extreme Lucha Libre match, that sucks, but hypothetically, let's just go with it, guys. That's a really good rating, especially for them. The best match I've ever had in PSW is 71 so far, and that was Acid and Ernest Youngman, I think. When Acid made his second match in the company and he won the world title. That's a really good rating, and I'm really happy to see that. After the match, we see Delirium walk over and shake his hand. Now, I'd contemplated making Delirium have a face turn here, but he's only like a 50 over, and honestly, I still have 2 luchadors that I can continue the Extreme Lucha, or I can start back up that storyline if I feel like it. I actually just discontinued it. But anyways, we got Silver Tiger celebrating. Delirium walks over, shakes his hand. So here we go, the mystery of the evening. Obviously, I didn't fill anything out here. I didn't feel like pausing it. Brian Vesey. I just signed him, literally a couple weeks ago, and I noticed that he had a herniated spinal disc. Now, the reason I signed him was because I was going to have him get surgery, and I was going to see if he could come back a little earlier. I didn't really look how long out he was, but, when you see somebody's injured, when you see somebody like that unemployed, you're like, I wonder. Completely unemployed, not signed by anybody. He's super over, so I'm kind of surprised, but he's 45, and I'm pretty sure he's on the decline. But Brian Vesey signs for us, PSW, the only company that he's working for currently, along with Joe Sexy, John Greed, and a couple other people. We're getting ready to move to Colt. I'm gonna be ready. I don't think I've ever been ready, or more ready than I'm gonna be for this game, because I've made that jump to Colt before I was ready. I'm not gonna cheat and use any of the little max size out and just build. I'm making so much money right now, it doesn't even matter. And I'm spending money too. I'm gonna use Brian Vesey correctly. I only have him on a year deal, so if he doesn't feel like signing at the end, whatever. We'll probably be Colt by then. We should be Colt within the next couple months. So Sojiro Sen, who is my heel version of Masato Tanaka, which of course, I don't know why. Immediately when I started playing this, and I think I've done it in a few hardcore games, where I just wanted to sign a guy that was like Masato Tanaka. So Jiro Sen, I think, is perfect. he's not super duper well known. The problem is he gets signed by Burning Hammer pretty much every game. Like, I wish he was one of those guys that was loyal to BCG or something, because he just doesn't need to get stolen that fast, because they don't do anything with him. He ends up in the mid-card, or he ends up on the tag teams, and I don't know, he's too good for that. I think he should be main eventing eventually in BCG by himself. I don't think he needs to be in a tag team, but I don't know. But anyways, he's been international champion since July of last year, so he's about to hit a year reign with that belt. I believe, yeah, I think I just said national, but I actually changed the PSW national title to the international title. And now Sojiro Sen and I believe Silver Tiger have won it since the change. But anyways, that's the end of the show. So a 62 in our backup, in our backup zone. Not even our big, not even our biggest arenas, but give Silver Tiger and Delirium, which should have been the main event. I knew I should have made it the main event, but I did not feel like it. So we'll go ahead and give them some stuff. That's Brian Vessey's first. Anyways, as I was saying about Brian Vessey, he had a herniated spinal disc. And when I went to have him have surgery, he was literally returning like 2 days from then. And it was too late, so it wouldn't. I don't know if it just automatically gave it to him. His stuff was all messed up. Now, obviously, he's 45, and he's probably pretty messed up to begin with, but sure enough, he was off for an entire year. He came back. That was his first matchup. You guys just saw it. I made sure to put him in a tag team match. I don't know if I'll put him by himself just yet, but I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'm working on getting the channel updated. I mean, if you guys can share this on Facebook, Twitter, I don't care where, the forums, you know, any forum you're in, I don't care. If they like to watch TW videos, if they like to do anything else, I'm trying to branch out, and I'm going to try and get some, like, gameplay videos going in. I haven't really done anything like that. If you know anything about that, feel free to message me, either on here or in the forums. Feel free to let me know what you guys think, and I would very much appreciate it if you could get my name out there a little bit, because I'm really going to try and take this a little more seriously and make it a little bit more of my time. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you at the next one.